everybody. Good evening, everybody. I can see some names that you were my guests. That I cannot able to see you, but good evening from Turkey. And some of you know already, I'm living in the south coast of Turkey, Antalya, beautiful heaven, Antalya. Approximately 15 years, I'm working with travel department. I'm the official guide of travel department in Turkey. I'm happy to work with you, everybody. You know already, most of you. I hope who doesn't know me, we will meet soon in Turkey in our different programs. I'm guiding last 30 years. And the first years I worked in Russian language, and then the last 23 years I'm working in English, and mostly with Irish people, with travel department, of course. And I'm so happy to arrange lovely excursions with you. You are my best, everybody. Now let's start our a little bit flying on a carpet, Turkish carpet in Turkey. Just you can see some city views from our excursions. Istanbul, just on the left, upper Pergamum, which is that I will explain later, but that is the deepest theater. Cappadocia, Troy horse, you know, the legend of Troy. My beautiful city Antalya, surrounding with mountain, and at the bottom you can see a lovely Istanbul, Bosphorus Strait. The next one, everybody, but something happened again. Oh, yes. Oh, most of you, maybe you have been in Turkey, but I want to introduce as a location, my country, everybody. As you can see, that Turkey is kind of a bridge between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Because of that, we are really important. Our position is very important, and location. Ankara is our hometown. Istanbul is the biggest city. Approximately 20 million people, they live there. Crazy city, but it's kind of a jewel of this world. If you haven't been in Istanbul, I highly recommend come and you just take from your bucket list in your life one place. Istanbul is most important place, one of the most important place in the world, because 3 big empires were located in Istanbul. Our country is more than 800,000 square kilometers. Today, we will just talk about the beauties of our country, but at the beginning, I'm sure that you will have some questions at the end of this session. Before starting the beauties, you know that something is going on in the world, the crazy something, but do not worry about it, because some of my guests are just calling from Ireland and from other countries that, Meltem, anything happens there between these crazy wars. Unfortunately, as you can see now on the map, we are quite far away to bad positions. And especially most of the cruise ships companies, they changed their program, and they are all coming last couple of weeks instead of to go Israel because of the problem, unfortunately. And they are coming a lot to Turkey nowadays. We are highly busy in Izmir, Antalya, and Istanbul. And let's start beauties, everybody. Now you can see my lovely country, huge country. We don't know the last result of population, but most probably we increased already, reached 90 million approximately. In the middle, in the heart of the country, Ankara is my hometown. Istanbul is on the left upper, you can see, as I told you before, the biggest city of Turkey. Türkiye, our new name. Actually, in Turkish language, we call Türkiye. Maybe this year, if you could able to fly with Turkish Airlines, you could able to watch advertisement of our new name, international. We started to use our real name, Türkiye. But still, because of many years we just said like that. For that, still sometimes I can say Turkey. The third biggest city is at the west coast. You see Izmir. The old name is Smyrna. And we are visiting Ephesus, Pergamum, after Pergamum, Ephesus, and Mary's house there. The East Coast is completely different civilization, you know, Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilizations, very old civilizations, especially a couple of years ago, one of the German archaeologists, he found at the southeast where it's written Şanlıurfa at the right bottom, Urfa, one of the oldest temple complex in the world from 12,000 years before. Its name is Göbekli Tepe. Please search about it. And you see that we are surrounding with the three seas on the upper north side, Black Sea, like our inner sea, Sea of Marmara. The old Gaelic language, also marble is marmar, I think. In Turkish is also mermer. The last 15 years, I found with my guests a lot of familiar and the same words, the Turkish and Old Gaelic language. Still, I cannot able to talk. Unfortunately, it's quite difficult language. I'm trying, but then on the west coast, you can see the Aegean Sea between Greece and Turkey, and at the south, Mediterranean, lovely Mediterranean Sea. I hope you can come and swim here. Now, love, you see one of my best driver, Ertan, most of you maybe you know him. He's a little bit crazy to cleaning his bus always. My guests are always, they are in shock that how clean windows, that they can take lovely pictures from their windows, because every minute when we stop, he's cleaning his bus. And on the other hand, you can see one of my lovely group, just we are saying goodbye to each other in Izmir airport. Very enjoyable trips we have. I'm sure that you will have fun with us. Look at my lovely colleagues on the right hand, my boss, Mr. Brock, operation manager, Beyhan, Mrs. Beyhan, and Selen, Mrs. Selen. We are all together, a really good team we have in Turkey. And in the middle, me, and on the left side, from the travel department in Antalya, a lovely photo. In the middle of us, that's Leah, from executive department of travel department. We have really good relationships, many years. We are like a big family. Now, everybody, let's start with our Istanbul city break. We have 3 different excursions in Turkey, the program. Istanbul city break, we just exploring everywhere in Istanbul in 3 days. The last day is a leisure day, but if you want, I can. I'm arranging half-day walking tours that everybody is so happy. We finish all Hagia Sophia, which is Hagia Sophia in Turkish and Greek language, from 6th century. Blue Mosque, the old city of Istanbul is incredible. You will touch the stones, everybody, from 17th century. Suddenly we will jump to 6th century buildings. Unbelievable. Topkapı Palace and the other summer palaces, Dolmabahçe, Beylerbeyi palaces, where the Ottoman sultans, they lived many years. When you walk in Istanbul, everybody, you have to remind always that something underneath is full with the ruins of the city, from Roman Empire time, from Byzantine Imperial time, Ottoman, and even when archaeologists digged, they found something from 7th, 8th century BC. Strait Bosphorus is dividing the city, everybody, into 2 continents. We have European part and Asian part. One day we will be in Old City. Every day, half-day program, you already paid, you are coming. And then we have optional tours afternoon. Mostly all my guests they are joining us. because we have a private boat on the Bosphorus between two continents. We are sailing, and I'm explaining all the story there through the Black Sea. And Asia is also Istanbul, of course, more residential, more green, more modern part of the city. European part is more historical, more business and touristical place. If you haven't been yet, or if you have been with the ancient Turkey tour that you spent only one day in Istanbul, it's not enough, of course, to discover a lovely jewel city, Istanbul. Come again, please. Or if you haven't been yet, please put in your list, bucket list, please. Our hotels in Istanbul, always lovely. We work always with the same hotels. In the heart of downtown. By the way, travel department and the partner Turkish company, we always stay with our Irish guests, always in the city centers, everybody. It's quite easy after excursions, after the day with me, that you can walk, you can reach to any place in the center by walk from your hotel. Not only Istanbul, everybody, in other cities also, we stay not far away from the city. In Europe, mostly, you know, sometimes when we go Turkish groups, we stay in Italy, away cities, but travel department, especially, it's very just doing finding always in the city center hotels. For that reason, you will have no problem, no headache. You see, with one of my group, interesting, that day was a little bit cold. Next day we drive through the Gallipoli and only one day in Istanbul suddenly became a little bit cool. And just front of a lovely Hagia Sophia, Saint Sophia in English, it means divine wisdom. You can see interior of Hagia Sophia, 2 years ago converted into mosque again, but you can see both religions, Christian and Islamic objects you can find inside. And do not forget that you will visit, you will touch the stones inside. 6th century experience. Next one, Blue Mosque. It's unusual because it was the first mosque in whole Islamic life with the 6 minarets were built at the beginning of 17th century, everybody. Inside is incredible. You are lucky that restoration just finished and you can see all inside. Why Blue Mosque? Actually, tourists are given this name because of the dominant color of the tiles from 17th century, which are very well known in the world by collectors, especially. The Saint Sophia, Hagia Sophia, and Blue Mosque, they are face to face in Old City. Topkapı Palace, everybody, at bottom on the, for me at the left, maybe for you right, with the tower, you see that Topkapı Palace from 15th century till beginning of 20th century. All Ottoman sultans, 18 of them, 36 are Ottoman sultans lived. 18 of them, they lived in that Topkapı Palace. Unbelievable place. Most of the sections already opened. Treasury, diamonds, emeralds, rubies. The kitchen, unbelievable Chinese porcelain and Japanese jade. The 4 courtyards, it has a huge palace, like a museum, open air museum. You can see from the air, we have a helicopter tours. Who wants to pay, of course, then you can see from the air Istanbul. You see lovely Dolma Beylerbeyi Palace. Beylerbeyi Palace was the summer house, guest house kind of our Ottoman Empire, was built in 19th century, everybody. It is marble, full marble, made by marble, lovely objects, incredible chandeliers, curtains, and the huge handmade carpets on the floor that you cannot imagine. We will visit one day afternoon. It's including, sorry, it is including into city break tour in Asian shore nearby the sea, as you can see. Amluca Hill is the toughest point of the city, everybody. You can see the all straight, Bosphorus Strait, 32 kilometers, which is dividing, as I told you before, the city into two continents, Asia and Europe. We have 3 bridges over it. And it's a lovely view. Once upon a time, sultans and the royal family members were hunting here, especially in April. All city, Istanbul, full with the tulips, everybody, tulip flower. That I will tell you, if you come, that tulip is our country symbol, everybody, and the symbol of Istanbul municipality. We will have a coffee break there with the lovely view, music you can hear, sound, and take your coffee and tea, rest a little bit with the lovely view of Istanbul. Bosphorus boat trip, which is highlight of Istanbul, everybody. This is one afternoon during our city break, or ancient Turkey or Cappadocia, our new program. 2 days Istanbul, 2 days we are flying to Cappadocia, in Turkish language Cappadocia we call it, in the heart of the country, out of this world. I'm coming soon there. And we have optional tour, boat trip. Mostly all my guests, they are just, if they haven't before here, they are coming and they are enjoying with the rest part of Istanbul. Istanbul is a huge city, everybody. And it's quite impossible to finish in a 3 days, 1 day or 2 days. For that, then the boat is the best way to able to see the rest part of Istanbul with the beautiful houses and the hills. And that the mosque is from 19th century nearby the Bosphorus. A lovely sample of Ottoman royal mosques. Welcome to Taksim Square. Our hotel is in Taksim Square, everybody, the downtown of Istanbul. Even at 4 a.m., if you feel starving yourself, you can go out from your room and from your hotel. You can find many open places to eat. Street foods are yummy. And tram is, nostalgic tram is ringing the bells from the beginning of Istiklal Street until the end of Istiklal Street. It goes and comes. Always Victorian stylish houses, always crowded, rock bars, jazz bars, Irish pubs, restaurants, Turkish restaurants, many pubs you can find there, always crowded, and a lovely different experience for you. Grand Bazaar, everybody, it is including one of our tour that it is one of the most biggest covered bazaar in the world. More than 3,500 shops, can you imagine? Inside, colorful, smelling lovely, like Spice Market. As you can see now, lamps, the carpets, leather, antique objects, jewels, everything. That's the best way to lose yourself in Grand Bazaar. I'm just showing, and I do one orientation tour, first 15 minutes inside. After that, I'm showing to my guests the meeting point, because it has 16 gates, everybody. And then I'm sending everybody, lose yourself and have fun. And then we meet again at the gate where I showed that. A lovely experience. Spice Market, you see me? Because when we go in Spice Market direct, we start to eat too much Turkish delights. Everybody, best Turkish delights in your life. Most of them not with sugar. The very selection ones by honey, they do. Different type of spices, teas, every kind of nuts, perfume oils, saffron, the best saffron in the world you can find there. Just I show something, maybe Turkish delight, yes, with the pomegranate one, and I'm eating that. You see my hat, maybe you will see always at the pictures. instead of to carry many times in the crowded areas, that you can find me with my comic hat from Phuket. Another lovely experience, spice market from 17th century, everybody. That's our favorite one, Istanbul and ancient Turkey. One day we are in Istanbul. I do every year more than 6 times that one, spring and autumn. This year I had one group as well from travel department in June. Actually, we were expecting really hot weather, but it was lovely. I'm sure that they were so happy to be in June also there, because they could swim also. The first day Istanbul, then we are traveling to Gallipoli, everybody, where the First World War happened, and we memorize, we visit the British Army cemeteries. Of course, a lot of Scottish, Irish soldiers are resting in peace there also. Most of my guests, they can find their own surname there. This is something really different emotion. A sad day a little bit. We memorize them. We visit all of them. And after visiting the battle areas, we just cross by ferry and by bus to Asian shore from European part of Turkey, Çanakkale. We stay there. Next day, we visit legendary Troy, ancient city. And we stay in Güre Hotel. Güre is the thermal water hotel. Oh, around afternoon, we reach there, and everybody is so happy to sit for a while in a hot water, thermal water for the back pain. We are refreshing there in the middle of the way, and then we continue next day, a lovely Pergamum ancient city, Acropolis. We visit lots of temples, the basement of temples, the theaters, very old empire. And after that, we continue to Kuşadası for 3 nights, everybody. We visit the House of Virgin Mary, one of the best ancient city in the world, one of them, Ephesus, and St. John's Grave and Basilica. And leisure in Kuşadası. Our hotels are lovely. Unfortunately, we gain a little bit kilogram weight there because of lovely open buffet restaurants in our hotel. Next one, everybody. Yes, some pictures from our groups. That is when the greens are leave us, autumn. And normally all the cemeteries are full with the grass, but after summer, hot summer, you can see the ground like that. We are visiting in Anzac Cove, Anzac, Australian and New Zealander soldiers, they call Anzac, you know, a cemetery. And most of my guests, they found lots of familiar Irish surname there. And 1 glass of wine for memorize who lost their life there, for heroes. Green Hill Cemetery, mostly a lot of Irish. Even we found 2 gravestones, which is written Old Gaelic language on a gravestone. We visit them and some battle areas. You see the monument of our father, modern Turkish Republic founder, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Just we visit the battle areas with his memories. That is interesting. Troy horse, not in Troy, ancient Troy city, everybody. Olivia, the professional Turkish, the Irish guide, she was my guest, lovely. She's holding a travel department sign. That is in the heart of the Çanakkale city. You know the movie Troy, everybody, by Brad Pitt. After they finished shooting their movie, the Hollywood gifted us that horse, which they use in the movie, original one. It looks very old, antique one, and we visit that one. That lovely view from Asian shore to European parts. That's the Dardanelles Strait, everybody. The other side where the old First World War happened, from our hotel windows, our rooms, this lovely view. sunset. We can reach sunset. I have to be more quick, I think. Accommodation in Çanakkale. Our hotel is a lovely hotel, lovely open buffet. Spa is lovely, a big indoor swimming and outdoor swimming pool. During sunset time, we come there. And a huge bar, everybody. After dinner, we jump to bar and just lovely drinks, Turkish drinks, raki, I highly recommend to you, and lovely chats. 2 weeks ago, our last group just met there. It was a tango night and we danced there. Not me, my guests. Lovely time, May, the huge, that's the ancient city, Troy. There's the one kind of a toy, which is under restoration now, Troy horse. And you see that we are walking in ancient ruin, and my lovely guests are looking a huge Popeye's dark red show color. Is on the way after Troy. Afternoon, we reach our thermal hotel, Güre, the town Güre, in Ida Mountains, surrounding with the olive trees. Even one tree in our hotel garden, it is more than 800 years old olive tree, where our olive oil producing that town. And you see our with jacuzzi, hot water, thermal water, indoor pools. Highly relaxable day. At our hotel again, inside the olive trees, thermal hotel. Next day we are driving to Pergamum. I shoot that pose, my guest, at the bottom of Trajan temple. You see from the 2nd century. They love there, actually. It's a really interesting story of Pergamum. You see deepest theater, I'm explaining. We are just slowly going into theater. And deepest theater in ancient life from Roman Empire time. Behind of the theater, Edem, Acropolis, you can see. And I'm explaining on the other pose that some differences between Roman and Greek theaters. Lovely view. And we reached that night Kuşadası. Kuşadası, you know, Irish population, we have a lot. Lots of Irish brides we have. Some even sellers and the waitress, they can speak Gaelic language. They are better than me. And one of the important point in the world for cruise ships, and a lovely view of Kuşadası. You see, one day we have Ephesus and Mary's house tour. Next day, free day. Sometimes we arrange a Greek village Şirince excursion, optional. Everybody will fall in love here. You see on the one hand, St. John, the writer of Bible, not the baptized. One, St. John's grave, because St. John lived there till 100 years old. And Mary might be very close to him because they escaped together from Jerusalem. And when we found a foundation on the hill, very close to St. John's home, foundation of the house was from 1st century, and all the Catholic popes and all other Orthodox communities, they believe that Mary was living there. It's like a half pilgrimage tour, everybody, in a peaceful place on the hill, Nightingale Hill, we call it. We visit the house of Mary's, and you can light your candles and you can write some wishes for the wish wall. And don't forget to bring your bottles, empty bottles, to take holy water from there. Well, forgiven from all your sins, everybody. Bill Clinton is coming every year, former American president, to forgiven from his sins, I think. Lovely library of Ephesus from 2nd century, Celsus library, one of the symbol of Ephesus. As you can see at the bottom, we have always traditionally pose front of Celsus library in Ephesus. Ephesus trip is 1.5 hours will take, then you will fall in love, I'm sure that. There is a Hadrian temple on the other picture. You see our hotels in Kuşadası. We use 2 hotels according to traffic, high traffic, touristical traffic, that both of them, they are the best in Kuşadası and near. Next to each other. Highlights of Turkey. This is our new program, everybody. I highly recommend, if you haven't been in Antalya, my lovely city, and if you haven't been yet, Cappadocia, Turkish Cappadocia. It's out of this world. It has to be in your bucket list, everybody. First of all, we will travel to Istanbul. 2 days we will visit Istanbul. Then we will fly to, as you can see on the map, we will fly to Cappadocia. 2 nights we will stay there. Then we will drive to Konya, where the Rumi, the whirling dervishes, he was the head of the whirling dervishes. We will visit his grave yard, and then we will drive to Antalya, to south. 2 nights. You will be my guest in my city. Unbelievable ancient ruins and a lovely view, a lovely sea that you can swim 8 months in my city, everybody. Our hotel is again in the downtown, very close, 5 minutes to Old City. Location is lovely in Cappadocia as well, and Istanbul, you know that, and in Konya. We will discover ancient cities Side and Aspendos, one of the well-preserved Roman theater in the world. We will see it together. Some view from Cappadocia, the first churches in Christian life. Unbelievable with the natural dyes they draw from the Bible, and unbelievable churches in the cave. The restaurants are in the caves. Our Turkish night shows are in the cave, because 3 big, nowadays dead already, but millions years ago, 3 big volcanoes, after explored that, this area became with the fairy chimneys, we call them, the houses, hotels, restaurants, underground cities, and the churches are in the cave. I'm sure that you will fall in love. You see some pictures. We are just, we have competition with my guest always. We are trying to find which animal or which shape looks like all the rocks, as you can see. Some other views from Cappadocia. It's fairy tale, everybody. Underground cities, you see that some of them 8 floors, some of them 4 floors, some of them 3 floors are open. The people were escaping from Arabic attacks or Roman soldiers. For that reason, they arranged for themselves underground cities. Unbelievable. We are visiting together. You see some plans from underground cities, how the people were living who escaped from the attacks. Very interesting technological. If you have one new construction, for example, in Cappadocia, when you dig your garden or start for foundation of the house, you can find another underground city there. Unbelievable. Turkish night show, everybody, belly dancers, Turkish folkloric dances. Oh, we drink, dance all night long in Cappadocia. Next day, a little bit difficult for me to wake up. My guest, Konya. We are driving to Konya, the Whirling Dervishes Center, and we will visit the head of them, Rumi. You can find his R-U-M-I. You can find his books. When I feel anger myself, always I keep nearby my bed and I read some pages of Rumi and be calm. And welcome to my city, Antalya, heaven. Waterfalls, old city, lovely palm trees, a very clean, lovely, warm sea, Mediterranean Sea. That's old city and one of our waterfall. Old city houses converted from the old style into boutique hotels or restaurants. Some views from my lovely city. We have cable cars, Olympus Mountain, ancient Roman cities, lovely yacht harbor, and a lovely waterfalls, lovely waterfalls, a lot. What about our foods, everybody? Be careful. First of all, if you want, you can do your diet before you come Turkey to taste our beautiful foods. Turkish coffee. Sometimes if you have it enough time, I can say your fortune from the cup. Turkish black tea. Maybe you will quit to drink anymore with the milk. Most of my guests, they love black Turkish tea. And they try always without milk. Oh, döner. Maybe you can see in Ireland, in Dublin mostly, döner is a big, huge shawarma, they call in Arabic language, but we don't speak Arabic language. It's very delicious beef. And you cannot imagine that our breakfasts are unbelievable breakfasts, because Turkish people will love breakfasts. Oh, yummy. Unfortunate baklava with pistachio, yummy sweets, and many mezes, everybody. Mezes, appetizers, Turkish appetizers with mostly olive oil, cold, and yummy. For a Turkish type of pizza, pide and lahmacun, we say. One of the St. Patrick Day, you are always bringing something to me, and today with the St. Patrick color, I wear my dress, and you are always bringing to me some lovely accessories, and our hotels are preparing for us lovely cakes, St. Patrick cakes. You see some views from my camera and my guest's camera. We visit because travel department is one of the really good supporter of sustainable tourism, everybody. We are also helping who needs our village ladies. They have cooperatives, they are weaving the carpets. We sit nearby them, we try with them to weave carpets. And even if you don't buy, they don't mind, because they're so happy to tourist in their cooperative. Ladies are making their own money. And in 16th century, courtyards, travel department is offering you tea, coffee, that then we can support them as well. Some lovely notes from my guests, and some lovely, I'm so happy, I'm too shy and I'm crying when I'm reading lovely letters from my lovely guests. And many notes about me. They say that you are a little bit crazy, but we are so fun on the way. Some other ones. Everybody, they fall in love, our trips, everybody. And you see are some programs: Istanbul City Break, Istanbul Ancient Turkey, and our new program, Highlight of Turkey. Thank you so much. You listened me, Patrick. I hope I didn't bore you, everybody. Now it's your turn for question and answer. I'm ready.